firm since summer 2012, it seems. Look, Benedict getting a chair for us. We're so naughty. Now, first things first, we might be on late. Bam, we might be a little bit naughty, but can we please have no talk about periods tonight? Period? What a bloody mess that was, eh? Thanks. It's Friday night and it's eviction number 3 already. I can't believe it. Eviction number 3. So he may have spread his message of sexual liberation all over the shower, but it frankly wasn't a message you wanted to hear. Benedict is out of the house. Thankfully, he wiped down first. He's going to be joining us later on in the show, but in the meantime, we're hoping for a snap of this.
Fuck off.
A crackle of this.
Smack my body.
And if we play our cards right, a pop of this.
Go on, girl.
All yes.
Other onomatopoeia-based cereals are available. Does any of you know what that means? No. Neither did I when I read it first time round. A special treat for the panel tonight. If only my 10-year-old self could see me now. 15 years on Ramsay Street between them, and even they're shocked by the level of drama coming out of that house after just 18 days. It's Neighbours legends Anne Charleston and Mark Little.
Everybody needs good news. Just
I'm great.
Thanks for having us. Thanks. Oh, sorry. Yes, go to your chair. Thank you so much.
What's yourself here, Anne? And this one here.
The original theme music as well. Haven't heard that in so long. It's available on Mushroom Records. So we've got a Ramsay and we've got a Mangle. The only thing missing is Bouncer. But we have a Bouncer. It's Chris. You've had a little haircut. Little haircut?
Yeah, fresh.
Fresh. She's fresh. Right, let's crack on. Eviction number 3. I can't believe it's eviction number 3 already. Are you raging?
Raging?
Yeah, are you raging, Mark, about who went?
Mr. Garrett, the shower guy. He's gone. He was just getting stuck into all the kiddies too, wasn't he? He was just starting to get stuck in.
He was. He was giving a right old
Mr. Garrett was getting a bit angry, wasn't he?
So are you sad that Benedict's gone?
Yeah, a little bit, because I was really looking forward to seeing him get stuck into everybody. But, you know, I'm sort of half not glad too, because, you know, that shower was going to get a bit slippery, wasn't it?
It was.
It really was.
I do think it's a little bit premature that he let go.
I agree. W for...
What do you guys reckon? Did the right person go?
Yeah!
I'm really sorry Benedict's gone, actually, although it's nice that Lauren stayed. Benedict had a lot more to offer, I think, and it's a real shame. There are far more boring housemates in there, but although he was a bit serious, wasn't he?
I think, yeah, but he was becoming so much fun this week, and it's very much like last week with you and Aaron, 2 characters you don't really want to lose, and I think this week again, Benedict and Lauren, 2 characters we don't really want to lose. Is anybody glad that Benedict's gone?
Well, Lauren annoyed me, but I really like Benedict, so I'm glad that he's coming out tonight so we can see him. That's all, really.
Chris, you live with Benedict, and you quite liked him, didn't you?
I know, I thought he's a good guy.
So you're sad that he's gone?
Yeah, I'm sad that he's gone, but at the same time, at least I'm going to see him tonight, so... That's a bit of a bonus in the way that he's gone, but we still see him.
Mark, why do you think the audience told Benedict to wreck off?
I have no idea. I'm really surprised, actually. I mean, young Lauren, she didn't deserve it, and I suppose he's done stuff to deserve being thrown out of the house.
Yeah.
But and I thought the way this show worked is that people liked that person in the house that was going to cause a bit of friction.
Well, that's the thing. I think we always say, oh, we're getting rid of the big characters first. And yet we're still doing it, even though people say we need to keep the big characters in. So I'm not sure where we're going wrong.
It's just such a shame it was both of them, because I think they were really exciting housemates, and there were other boring ones that could have gone, but it's just a bit of a shame.
The wrong 2 were off.
We
should have had
people change now, though, that they can't talk about nominations. Yeah. Anne, are you a fan of Benedict?
Not really, no. I thought for a start he looked a bit like Dr. Mengele in the white coat when he was a scientist. That worried me a little. And the couple of times I saw him in the diary room, he was incredibly judgmental about other people in the house.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a bit rich. That he should be making judgments about all of the others.
That's a good point. Who is going to miss him the most, do we think?
Me.
Well, I'm glad you said something, because the rest of them are very quiet.
I'm going to really miss him. He was really starting to come out of himself.
He was. There's going to be so many puns tonight. I can feel it. We're only like 3 minutes in, and we've had coming and, oh my goodness, premature and... Oh. And now you were famously Charlene's mum in Neighbours, and we've got our very own Kylie in the house, our little
My
Kylie
goodness, she's like her, isn't she?
So with her troubles, did it pull at your heartstrings a little bit?
Well, it takes a lot to pull at my heartstrings, but I do like the girl. I mean, I don't know her, but having watched her on screen, there's something very appealing about her.
She's lovely, isn't she, Lauren?
And she does look incredibly like a young Kylie.
Yeah.
And I love her Jersey accent, and I just think she's got a lot to offer.
Are you happy that Lauren stayed?
I'm happy that she's still in there, yeah.
Yeah, Chris?
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with neither of them two. So, to me, I liked them both. So, it was vice versa. But, yeah, the only thing is, I know she said she feels like she's getting a bit bullied, so I just hope she can stick up herself for a bit more and show the stronger side of her, because I saw a strong side to her, and she just needs to show that a little bit more, because she is a bit intimidated, but she's a strong girl and she's got a lot to say, so hopefully she livens up and stands up for herself a bit more.
As we've kind of said, we've seen a new side to Benedict over the past few days. He's been playing pranks, he's been very outspoken. I don't know what he was like before that, but from what we've seen on the outside, he's been a lot quieter. So do you think the new side that we've seen was a little bit of a plot to kind of extend his stay, or was he just kind of
No, what I think it was, I'll be honest with you, I know what Benedict's like. I feel like he knew he was going to go, right? So he thought he wants to have a bit of fun before he goes, and he wanted to get it off his chest. Yeah. And that's when he left. That's why he just said to Luke to really put the in the mixer, to tell him that I actually did your protein shake. I'll tell you what, I'm going to shake Benedict's hand, because that was amazing. That was only Benedict can think of that.
But I think you're right, Em. I think he thought it could have been the 500 banana moment for him, where he went, oh, hello, carry the... And I agree with you guys.
I did love that 500 banana moment. That was a good one.
And a little bit of curry powder in some bloke's protein whey is not going to do it.
No, it's not going to do it. You need to do something much bigger. We've heard Lauren tonight saying that Caroline is controlling the house.
No.
Is she?
No. Ashley.
Ashley?
Ashley and Sarah are really like the two ugly sisters, although they're not ugly, to Lauren's Cinderella. I think it's them.
They're all sociopaths. They're all trying to control the house. But
who's doing it right, though, Mark, do you think? I kind of feel like Caroline has got so many people's ears.
Caroline's not as silly as
she's a bright girl. As Benedict said, she's probably, he would imagine, the best educated person in that house. Yeah. So...
Not necessarily the best educated. A lot of money's been spent on it. Hasn't done much good, has it?
Well, it depends. She's doing quite well in there at the moment.
Yeah, I think she's hiding her light under a bushel.
Who do you think is in danger of being nominated on Monday, Mark?
Monday? Lydia.
I love her. She's brilliant. I mean, she seems totally bonkers. Was in that room going, but that's what I like about her.
Can we have 10,000 votes? I want 10,000 votes. Kill them all. It's like Battle Royale. If there was a handgun in that house, she would have got it and said, no, the last person alive wins, and she would have been straight at the handgun.
She comes out with some corkers, though. I can't quite believe some of the things that come out of her mouth, and that's why I really like to watch her, because it's just like, what are you saying?
She doesn't engage before the old brain kicks in, if there's a brain there at all.
The argument about the mention of the word period at dinner was really a little much.
Sorry, Anne, I missed that because someone was shouting behind me.
But the argument about the mention of the word period at the dinner table.
That was at the other end.
I mean, for a start, I didn't even know what the argument was about.
Yeah, it was so
Mark
quiet.
had to tell me.
Guys, we've got to move on. I'm sorry. That's what these guys think. But what about the main man? To be honest, he almost didn't get invited this week because after last week, with all the chaos in the camera runs that you caused. But it wouldn't be Friday night without him. It's Brian Dowling, everybody.
It was a bit of chaos. Sorry.
You were so naughty last week. Look at what you did. Watch this.
Look, walking around, but they're actually being very, very quiet. I remember when we had evictions, we...
Miranda's knocking on the glass.
No, she's not, Emma. If she does, I'll kick her somewhere. That'll really hurt. Being very, very quiet.
Okay.
Becky's got great eye makeup.
Does it? Oh, they're waving. They can see you.
They can see us.
Come out, Brian, get out.
Back to you,
Get out, Brian. What you got to say for yourself?
As a fellow professional broadcaster, what did you expect saying Narinda Kaur into the camera run? She was half pissed and she was gagged. It was bound to happen.
I didn't say that. And I think people did think she actually knocked on the window. She didn't.
That
but
was
she was
acting.
She was being very
Also, she's in
heavy-footed.
bright yellow bumblebee coat. They're going to see that through the mirrors.
They can see bright colours.
We see everything when you're in there.
So did she go on the naughty step?
She did a
Did
really
you
high
spank
one.
her?
She's still there. She's in the
She
cage.
was so angry with you after you put her head in that cake.
But I didn't realise because the cake was hard. So what they didn't see when the show ended, she actually grabbed the cake, threw it at you and all the audience.
My white dress that I was wearing that night totally felt it.
The
Thank you very
Versace.
much. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it wasn't. How was tonight for you?
It's weird because the housemates kept chanting, "Get Lydia out," and I'm going, Lydia's not up.
I know.
So I was rather confused who was actually up
They
for
just
eviction.
want her to know, though,
Yes,
don't they?
I think when it came to Benedict and Lauren, there was equal amounts of boos and cheers. That's what it felt like to me. But you, okay, why are you telling them to steal stuff? Have you any idea of the amount of shit you caused?
Hold on.
No, hang on. He's grabbing a chair and I'm going, what
This is called payback for what you did in our camera runs.
You
last
liar!
week.
Have you told all of them to... I won't have it, Emma.
And also, just because I front the show doesn't mean I'm the one that told them to do it.
Well, everyone does everything I say on my show, and you know it. Give me 5. Thank you.
Right, there's so much that's been going
never
on
have
this
enough
week.
time.
Let's talk about the rule change.
Yes.
Good
Well,
idea, do you think?
Do you know what? I think initially when it happened, we all went, oh, my God, amazing. It's not been done before in civilian Big Brother. But I think unlike the format in America, I think Americans want to see that. Us here in England and Ireland, when we watch it, we don't want to see that. We actually want them to get on. And I think for us, it's uncomfortable. And it's a bit boring because it's all they talked about. Plus, when people are up for a nomination, you want to know who it is. You want to wait. And when they talk about it, you kind of know who it's going to be. Plus, I don't like the way people get in gangs. I think nominations should be something you do for yourself and your genuine reasons.
Rather than trying to influence
Absolutely.
people. How hard is it, though, not to talk about nominations when you're in there?
It's difficult when you're in there when you're not allowed to because you want to... if you're finding it difficult to nominate someone, you want to ask someone, look, who did you nominate? But the fact that you could talk about it for over 2 weeks and now you can't, you're kind of really fucked in a way.
I know. That's why it only took them 4 hours to break the rules.
But you know what? I watched you last night and I get quite excited when they play back and you said this at 12:02 and then he said this at 13:04 because I'm going to make them squirm, make them squirm. I love that. Do you guys love that? That's what we want
to see.
Yes.
That is what we want to see. We
Absolutely.
don't want, as you said, we don't want to see them plotting because then we know what they're going to do. And it's also in their control. And it shouldn't be.
And I like
in
the
their
way they
hands.
got no hot water. Give them a bit more of that.
Have they still not got hot water?
I think they had hot water because they all looked quite groomed. We need to find that out.
It's
You think
back,
we'd know,
I've just
wouldn't
heard
you?
in my ear, it's back on.
It's back on.
I think
When we were
need to
in
have
there,
it gone for days.
we had it for an hour. If you missed the hot water, you had a cold shower. We'd no food. This is luxury, BB.
Okay.
She's not bothered. She's
no,
not whatever.
I am bothered. They're just telling me things in my ear.
Move
and
on,
I'm
shut
like,
him up.
oh, tell him to shut up.
Yes.
Lydia and Dean are falling out.
Yes.
It was a really odd one.
It was an odd
like
one.
Lydia has been dying to have a go at her for something.
Yes, it is, because when it kicked off, she was like, yeah, look at the cameras, Dina. See those cameras, turn around, come on. And Dina's going, what is wrong with you? I said the word period. Why are you freaking out? And if they were really friends, in there you need friends. You'd have each other's backs.
Yeah.
They don't. They're
and
not
the
going
thing
to be
is,
friends.
it's not like she sat there and she went, oh, at the dinner table, oh, I just got my period.
Yeah, well, she said Adam
just
did
went,
because he was
look at you.
temperamental.
Look at you, you're on your
She
period
was
today
joking.
as a joke.
But maybe she was looking. When you dislike someone and they give you a reason, you go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like me and you.
Yeah. Well, we pretend every week we like each other.
I know.
I think we're pulling it off.
I think we do really well.
Benedict style.
Brian Dowling, everybody.
Emma Willis, everyone.
Thank you, Brian. That's what the panel think. And we also know what Brian thinks, but remember, we also want to hear from you guys. If you have any questions for Benedict, he'll be answering them in the sweaty box later. You can reach us on Twitter or through the website. Join us after the break when we'll have yet more exclusive footage as we see how the house is reacting to Benedict's departure. And the man himself will be here to answer the questions that were too rude, even for Brian to ask. See you soon. On the side. Everybody needs good neighbours, apparently, so pity the poor housemates with us next door twitching the net curtains every 24 hours and 7 days a week and all that. I love a good gossip, though, don't we all? We love a good gossip. Right, tonight, Benedict left the house, but before leaving, he revealed to Lucas he was the curry culprit. Here is an exclusive.
He did that. I fucking knew he did it, prick. I fucking didn't know it. You wait till I get out. Well, I can't say. What did he say?
Oh, he's disgusting.
Fuck getting cheered, the prick. Hey, we've got some fucking badass prank he's gonna do, and he's fucking did that to me. Fucking protein, the prick.
He just said he didn't do protein?
Yeah, he said sorry about the curry powder.
Sorry about the curry powder.
I fucking knew it was him.
Oh my god. He just said oh my god.
I didn't cheer.
I couldn't give a fuck about him. They asked me in the diary room, they said, who would you prefer to stay? I said, I used to like Benedict, but all fingers are pointing at him. So it's him.
I thought you was going for the expo.
I can't do that. Because I can't do it.
Oh my god, angry.
If you were that mad, you should not.
But I can't get angry towards other people. I just get angry with myself.
So that's how Benedict's housemates have reacted to the latest loss. Poor devastated sheep they are. Right, before we meet the man, here are his worst bits.
Oh, I got a big brother, I can get famous. Well, I have become a voice.
You want to talk to me about ejaculation?
Why should I be ashamed? Masturbate. What masturbate? Masturbation is perfectly normal. Cock, fabulous. I masturbated. Spanked in the shower. To spank the monkey.
The masturbation messiah.
Just as normal as brushing your teeth.
I don't want to hear it.
You can't hurry an erection.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how boring do you find me? Teacher first, gets his penis out second. Yeah. Are you the only person in this class who has a vagina, Caroline? You're nothing but nasty. I will eat the chickpeas. The reason I did it in the shower is because I wanted... Bullshit. A lot of editing to do with me, I do apologise. Spank the monkey. I think you may have heard of the term to wank, yes? Oh, yeah.
Spank the wank.
I'm not ashamed of anything that I do. If you want to watch, that's your choice. Whip your horse. Whip that horse. You're such a good horse. It's coming up. Getting there. First place. Whip what number? Keep going. Stop playing with it. Faster. Can't never know. Pleasure himself in peace.
So he's had a busy 17 days shooting his load of opinions all over the house. Let's hope he's got enough left for a roasting from me. Jeff, take it away.
You came and changed the way I feel. No one could take your place because you came and turned my life around. No one can take your place because you came and changed the way I feel. No one could take your place. You came. Holding out for porn star kiss. Thank you, Tom.
All right, Jeff, let's go. Jeez. Hello, Benedict.
Hello.
Jeff,
No,
you
Emma.
sad to see him leave?
Sorry, I'm a bit flustered, darling.
Me too, me too.
Actually, you know, Emma, I don't mind this sort of shenanigans in the shower. It doesn't worry me of that in a fella. As long as he clears up for himself.
Oh,
sort of
always.
Squirting a wipe, it's better than sticking your feet to the carpet, isn't it? So, but nice to see you anyway.
And
Thanks,
you,
Jeff.
and
Another
you.
cracking dress as well.
Thank you, darling.
I'm liking it.
Thanks,
I'm liking it. Good colour. Right, Benedict.
Emma.
I know we told you to take some stuff for us, but we didn't mean a chair.
Well, you said the bigger the better, you know, so I thought I'll go the whole hog.
You went big.
But yeah.
I would imagine you always
during
go.
the day.
You always go big, though.
I do, and I was doing a lot of screwing today to get that chair out. Let me tell you.
Did you take anything else for us?
I did. I have a little collection here.
What have you got? We wanted just like a teaspoon. First of all, he took a chair.
The little Union
Then he
Jack
took a
from
bag.
the scones and jam meal.
Yeah.
Have anything else? Oh yeah. Here was from the napkin.
Oh,
napkin
nice.
holder.
Napkin ring.
Napkin ring. I've also got here. This is my name badge when I was a scientist.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. And this is one of the hardest things to have in a Big Brother house. And I got it, and I thought this was for me was a luxury item.
Yeah.
I thought I'm going to hold on to this. A pen.
Is that from the scientist task as well?
It is indeed.
Oh,
It
thief. Sneaky. Right, let's talk about serious things. That was lovely.
I don't
Thank
do
you very
serious
much.
things.
No, you don't do
No.
you? We haven't watched you for the past 18 days being serious. Now, you said that had the NOMS rule changed earlier,
Yes.
then the two people up for eviction wouldn't have been the same.
Not
so do
necessarily.
you think you would have escaped?
Quite possibly. I wanted the rules to be like it is now from the beginning. I thought the timing was a bit insensitive to me and Lauren. But yeah, I mean, you wouldn't have had, therefore, people colluding with one another, forming these groups, you know, saying how they're going to vote and influencing other people to vote. So it's likely that it wouldn't have been the same. I believe it certainly wouldn't have been the two of us.
Yeah.
You know, and that was clear evidence that there was collusion.
I think we're all
going
in
on.
agreement that it's much better that people can't talk about nominations.
Absolutely.
And it is also a shame, like last week with Chris and Aaron, that it was you and Lauren up, because it's two housemates that people have really enjoyed watching.
Oh, good.
And we would like you both to still be in there. What we want to talk to you about, and I think what everybody wants to talk to you about, is Showergate.
Right, yes.
Yeah!
I'm not quite sure I know what you're talking about.
So, tell us about Showergate. Was it only the once?
No, in the shower, 2.5 times, actually.
Half?
Yeah.
How does
yeah.
half happen?
Well, I started in the shower and then I finished in the toilet, yeah. Sometimes it's nice to change the areas you're doing it, you know?
Yeah, you just have it like, oh, I don't want to be here right now,
Yeah,
so I'll
so then
just
just
move.
leave it
Okay.
somewhere else,
So
yeah.
what made you think that Big Brother was the right forum to spread your message?
Well, first of all, it's a house that I was living in, so I just behave normally as I would do in my own house. I wasn't going to change my behaviour just because there were cameras there.
Yeah.
And secondly, you know, what I've been doing over the last couple of years, part of my work is about trying to normalise sex and issues related to sex and sexuality. And for me, masturbation, I mean, when I was a teacher, with 11-year-olds, I would teach that masturbation is something that's perfectly normal and perfectly acceptable. And what is one of the best ways I can do that as an adult? By showing that masturbating is perfectly normal, by doing it in a domestic context, even though it's on camera, and just behaving normally. And I was asked by you guys beforehand, how would you have sex in the house? Well, yeah, I'm not ashamed. Obviously, I do porn. I wouldn't be ashamed of having sex in the house. Would I masturbate? Of course, I masturbate in front of the camera for money. I wouldn't be ashamed of doing it in the house. I don't have the problem with this. Other people don't have the problem with it.
I love how he just talks about it. Like, he just talks and talks and talks.
This is how we should.
But I do think as well, I know that Caroline was quite childish in it.
Very
but
childish.
Sometimes I think people have to laugh about it because it's the only way that they can feel comfortable doing it. I don't think it always has to be serious.
No,
do you know what I mean?
Absolutely. And when I used to teach about sex, you expect children to giggle about it. You don't necessarily expect a 20-year-old to giggle about it. However, that's her kind of mechanism for dealing with it. But not only did she giggle about it, she just couldn't deal with talking about it at all. This is a daughter of a GP and a pharmaceutical expert, you know? This is a good woman who should have been brought up knowing that sex is perfectly normal, and this is how she behaves.
I need to move you on. Let's leave Showergate. Let's talk about Lydia. You guys had quite a good relationship. So what made the two of you bond, do you think? That's what people out here think of her.
Yeah, no, do you know what?
I think she's brilliant.
I understand that, and I get that, because she... You know, the one thing I didn't like about her was perhaps she does talk a bit too much about other housemates, and I kind of got dragged into that.
Yeah.
But she is a great person. I do get along with an awful lot. Obviously, she has a dancing background, the musical theatre background. I've done, bits of musical theatre in the past. And, she is quite mature in some ways. You may not agree with me, but she's quite mature compared to the other housemates. Many of the other housemates were very immature, very childish in their behaviour, and I just couldn't be around that all the time.
So you could relate to her
So I found
more.
something in common with Lydia, absolutely.
OK, well, it seemed that Lydia formed quite a tight group with yourself, Dina and Luke A.
Yes.
So will it surprise you that if we tell you that Lydia has nominated Dina every week?
No, it wouldn't surprise me. No, I knew that. She was never tight with Dina. I guess this is one of the reasons why people
Does
are
Dina think she's tight with Lydia?
No. Dina doesn't particularly like Lydia either, no.
Oh, but we always seem to see them together.
Yeah, that's because they're...
It's very hard.
They're playing each other. They're playing each other, but, they're not tight with each other at all.
OK.
No.
There is one housemate in there who really seemed to get your goat. Should we have a look at this specific one?
Sure.
Have a look here.
You've been incredibly nasty and vile since you've been in here about several people.
I was only irritated with Becky.
You laughed when Victoria found out she was going. You laughed in the vilest form. You've been nasty all the time.
No, I was very
And I'm
irritated
grateful to
by-
your parents as well, who brought you up.
I genuinely haven't been bitchy about anyone else.
Bullshit.
I just don't understand the game.
No, you're just lazy. You're boneheaded and you're lazy and just spoiled.
I think Chris would have done a better job than me in this.
What a nasty, spiteful little bitch of a girl.
So, did you reach breaking point yesterday? Because that's when we saw you have the big outburst with her regarding Becky and the nominations chat.
Absolutely. I mean, she's somebody who makes it quite clear that she's a girl who has a lot of opportunities in her life. She's had parents who spent an awful lot of money on her and her education. And, one of the worst things she does is and you probably don't hear it on television too much because I wouldn't imagine you could air it, we might do, but she slates her parents frequently. And and is completely ungrateful. She says extremely nasty things about her parents, and yet in the same breath will say how much she loves her parents. I'm thinking, these are parents who probably spent £40,000-50,000 a year on your public education, and this is the way you behave. And I totally get you don't like people, but to laugh at them when they find out they're evicted, laugh at hysterically like a hyena is absolutely cruel. To say you'd rather have dinner with Adolf Hitler than go on a little date with Chris is absolutely just despicable in my mind.
I think her reaction to listening was really, really not right. I think a lot of people thought
but
that.
Power to her because she did come and then apologise to me and say she was going to make amends.
Did you buy that apology?
She seemed sincere, but I reserve judgment on that really.
Until you watch stuff back.
Absolutely.
I think you'll be interested when you watch it back. Okay. Benedict, thank you so much. We could talk to you for ages, but as always, we just run out of time. Benedict, everybody.
It's been lovely.
If you've got any questions for Benedict, send them into the digital team. They're going to be interviewing him after the show for their online exclusive. Details should be on your screen now. Right, Benedict will be taking your calls in Jamie's phone room this weekend. I don't know if you know that, but you will be. So if you've got a question or if you've got any other business that you want to discuss, then give them a call on the number that should be on your screen. Oh, there it is. Still to come, I throw Benedict over to that lot over there. Who knows what Madge Bishop will make of bashing the Bishop Gate? See you in a bit. Welcome back to Big Brother's Fit on the Side. Only 309 welcome back links to go. Not many, eh? And if you thought these were weird, they are going to get weirder and they are going to get camper, and I love it. Right, exclusive alert. Here is some up-to-the-minute house action.
Absolutely the same way.
What's the exact producer?
They'll have to think of the punishment. Yeah.
No, that's so happy. Thank you so much. Fucking works.
I know you weren't going. I'll tell you the truth. And I know he was a shady character. I know he was going. And I know the people on here are fucking shady because the fucking people outside fucking know it. And I'm not stupid. I know. From day one, since I came in this house, I fucking knew off the bat who's a weirdo and who's not. I knew you weren't going, and that's why I said, that's why I told you it would work. So you don't have nothing to worry about.
Fucking Rosemary Breed, yeah?
You won't need them again.
I want to know what's going on in that fucking diary room, eh?
you only know what's going on behind fucking closed doors. And I really... It's crazy. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it, what I'm not allowed to talk about, but the crowd just proved that I was right. The crowd proved that I was right all along,
So Brian's had a go on Benedict. I've had a go. So now it's the turn of the panel to have a go on him. I hope he's got some puff left in him. Right. Sorry, Benedict. Anne, would you like to go first?
Question for Benedict, yes. Now, why do you think there was this conspiracy against that beautiful Kylie lookalike?
I don't know. I mean,
Named, of course, Lauren.
I mean, Lauren is she's so sweet that she's the sort of girl that just makes me smile just to be around her. I don't know why somebody wouldn't like her. I suppose just she's an easy target, I suppose.
Maybe she's too pretty.
I think it's
possibly. Maybe there's
Too
jealousy.
beautiful,
Maybe
rather.
she's deemed a I have no idea as to why. She just gets taken advantage of. They sponge her for cigarettes, and she gives them to her. Gives them to them. So I have no idea. I don't know why. I'm clueless as to why.
I just think it's sad.
It is. Very sad.
Sorry, just thinking in my brain, does Lauren find it difficult to know who to trust? It seems like she never really knows, like, who to believe.
No, she doesn't. And then she sort of forgives very quickly because I don't know if because she kind of just wants to believe that they still like her, or simply because she realises that she has to, she has to live in the house, she has to get along with them. I don't know what goes on in her head. She's very young, she's very naive, and she knows that. And hopefully this experience will help her, sadly realise that, life's not always, lovely and fluffy.
Can you believe any of them in there?
Well, it's hard. It is a show. It is a game. I suppose you can't believe anybody 100%. I went in there thinking I was going to be, completely honest and trying to be myself. And I think by and large I have. Obviously, I did a few things that I didn't tell some people about, but I felt justified in doing those things. So I think you can believe some people. I think people like Luke Hay, I'm inclined to believe everything that he tells me, and I think he's a very worthy contender for winning the shower.
Do you have another question, Mark?
Yeah, Mr. Garrett. I just wanted Mr. Garrett, as you would have been called.
Yes, Mr. Little.
By the kids.
By your pupils, yes.
Now, I don't believe you were a science teacher, were you?
No, I wasn't.
Do you know how many volts it takes to kill somebody?
I have no idea.
No, obviously.
No.
You got up to 800 volts.
Yeah, well, do you
think, come on, this can't be real?
When I saw the diagram, I just thought, they put that up there for artistic purposes, I just thought, OK, they've said 1,000 volts, but they're only going to get, gradually slightly higher. And I thought it was going to be like a little electronic tens machine, Yeah. So obviously I didn't think that they were going to be having a burning sensation at any point, but I did think it was going to get harsher and harsher. But in the back of my mind, I was aware that there's an experiment like it, and at the end I said, do you reckon they were acting? So the thought did cross my mind.
You did stop eventually.
Eventually. I'm a good person to a degree.
To a degree of
800
burn.
volts, yeah.
Chris, have you got a question?
Yeah. What do you actually think of Lydia? Now, what do you think of her before watching her on the TV?
She's a little bit conniving. She is.
Yeah.
But like anybody,
Come on, what do you think?
Like anybody, and I know sometimes I sound like I'm on the fence, but I don't see anybody as being entirely good or entirely bad. And I had a lot of things in common with Lydia, and she was, there weren't many other people in the house who I felt that I had some degree of, commonness, shared things in common with, and we did have interests that we shared in common. So I sort of overlooked the fact that she was conniving a bit too much, and I kind of went along with it a little bit. But
all I got to say is wait till you watch the show. You might change your opinion next week.
We have some audience questions for you.
Sure.
Joe, are you ready?
Yeah. Hi, Benedict.
Hello.
First, I want to say how much pleasure you gave me, and I really wanted to keep you in.
Glad I brought you some pleasure.
There was 2 little puns there.
Also, what are your 3 favourite words for Willie?
I like calling it the chap. Is my favourite term. That's what I usually do. She's a chap. Well, the first one I ever learnt was penis for it. I tend to call it the real name. Yeah, the chap and penis. I don't know the third one. I suppose dick. I suppose. Quite endearing.
Susan.
Yeah, I'd like to know what underwear you're wearing.
Now, God, it's probably very boring. I can't even remember. Oh, it's very boring. They're just
take your eye.
If I'd known you were going to ask, I would have put a bit more thought into it. I think they're all dirty, to be honest with you. The only clean pair. I do sound more of a glow than a shower, so again...
Can we have Benedict on every night, please? And he's just going to take his clothes off.
Is it not? Yes. Oh.
What did you say?
We don't know in the
It's
in
no
the house.
pants day today.
It's no pants day
We've got no
today,
calendar in
apparently,
the house.
Benedict. John.
I usually go commando.
Hi, Benedict.
Hello.
Hello. Just want to know, did you meet Connor in the house? Because we haven't seen him.
No, all I've met is this very loud, giggly... No, I met Brian Badonde and other characters from television. No, I've not really met Connor particularly, no.
I love Connor.
He's a nice
Mark,
guy,
you
but I just don't know him. I don't know who he
else.
is.
I'm just interested about Currygate, because you do seem to have some muscles, and I wonder if you've got something against whey protein powder or the bloke himself, Luke.
I have things against people who don't want to share, first of all, I suppose. But also I have nothing against him for...
Did Lucas not want to share it then?
Well, he made it quite clear he wasn't going to share
Oh, right, okay.
it. Yeah. And I also felt he didn't really deserve that prize, particularly. And I hope when I was in the room and I saw the protein being put there, I sincerely hoped it wasn't going to be him. I thought just because he's big and bulky and muscly, there are other people in that house who are also into fitness and deserve to, look after their bodies and indulge in their fitness interest as well. So I just thought it was unfair that he got that prize, and the fact he didn't share it showed a nasty
Did he share it with
side to him.
Connor?
Don't know. No idea. Possibly.
That would be interesting to know,
Possibly.
because they're meant to be buddies. He's a personal trainer.
No idea.
Maybe we should find out.
Do you think Connor would not have realised there was curry in it?
It wasn't, by the way, there wasn't only curry. I put in all sorts of stuff in there. Cinnamon in there. I put in celery salt as well, salt. There was all sorts.
And you voted him out of the house. Right, still to come, we'll have all the latest news from the house, and we'll send Mark to have a little snoop in the camera runs. Mrs. Mangle would be so proud. We'll see you in a bit. To call it. That's when they're arguing, falling out with each other and bitching, obviously. Right, brace yourselves. It's time for the news. At 10:05 this morning, housemates discovered once again that Aaron isn't the only prankster in the house.
Where are you going to put it?
Take it into my bedroom.
Guys, where are you going to put this?
Oh, the kitchen's fucked up.
What do you mean fucked up?
Like, somebody came out and just took everything out of the cupboards and put them everywhere and just fucked up everything.
Who?
I don't know. Nobody knows.
First water sports, then food. Is there nothing those housemates won't try in the bedroom? Then at 1:33 this afternoon, the housemates find out that Aaron isn't taking a challenge of his Joker title lightly.
Yo, bro, just remember something. I thought I'd share it with you so you could be entertained. When you hear Big Brother saying the electrical appliances are now on for an hour and a half,
yeah,
shit is going off.
Oh, right.
I use one of the girls' talc to top up one of the hair dryers, so when they turn it on, they go.
That's gonna happen?
It's gonna happen.
Sweet.
Tomato.
This is Big Brother. Last night, Aaron poured talcum powder into the hairdryers, causing a fire risk. To ensure housemates' safety, Big Brother has removed the hairdryers.
Oh my God, Aaron.
I hate you.
The hairdryer might not be working, but she gave him a lot of hot air. Off the back of last night's pranks, at 4:07 this afternoon, Aaron is forced to play Mr. Nice Guy.
Last night, you tampered with the hairdryers.
Yeah.
You naughty prankster. Big Brother is setting you a secret mission. To win new hairdryers for the house, you must carry out 3 Aaron's acts of kindness.
Right, okay.
Well,
I've never done really many massages, so you can be the judge now and tell me whether I'm actually any good.
You reckon?
Taz has come in here as a student that doesn't give a shit, and she set a new trend with onesies and Crocs.
No, I haven't, Aaron.
Yes, you have.
This afternoon, Big Brother set Aaron a secret mission to win brand new hairdryers for the house.
Oh my God.
Big Brother can now reveal that Aaron did a pretty rubbish job. But Big Brother is feeling kind to the other housemates.
Yay.
So one new hairdryer will be available shortly.
Now, if he'd been that kind from the start, he could have given Benedict a helping hand in the shower, couldn't he? Okay? Cleaning it up, obviously not the other kind. And finally this afternoon, Siobhan summed up her perfect guy.
If I was to have, like, looks-wise, but if he was taller and older, it would have been Chris, because he's exactly my type.
Yeah, no, I thought Chris was nice.
Cockney,
I
that's
said
me.
that.
Cockney.
Yeah.
Chubs.
Out of everybody, actually, Chris. I thought you meant
But if he was taller in 10 years...
Yeah, no.
Not with... Remember, we're just doing aesthetics, not personality,
Yeah.
but... that would be my looks.
Yeah. You thought he was really fit? I thought he was
gorgeous.
Oh, if only a little bit taller. Hey, Chris?
I'm trying.
What are your thoughts on that?
That's good, but just tell her when she comes out, I am trying quite hard.
She's probably going to be in there for a few weeks, so if we leave you in there...
I might grow.
You could be 7 foot by the time she comes out.
We're married then, aren't we?
Do you know what I mean? Can I come to the wedding?
You never know.
Never know. Thank you. Look at you with your tomatoes. Love them. So that was today's news. But what is happening right now? Mark, are you in those camera runs?
I am.
What's going on?
This is brilliant. It's like Springwatch, isn't it? It's like watching a badger set.
Is what?
It's very like Springwatch, and I can see that they can't see me, and I can see Lauren.
What does the atmosphere look? How does the atmosphere look like it feels?
Oh, very free, very free. Lauren looks really tough in real life.
Really?
Yeah, like she'd kill you.
Like you wouldn't mess with
Quick as
her?
look at her. No, they're very calm.
Are they
Scott keeps looking
partying?
at... Yeah, they're having a low key. They're having a bit of a girls' night.
Okay, so there are no boys around apart from Scott, obviously.
Just Scott keeps looking over here.
Do you think he can see you?
Well, he's just looking at himself all the time. Yeah, but...
Looking at his red hair.
Yeah, but I think he can see, but this is... Well, there's singing going on now. They're starting to sing.
I'd get out of there if I were you, Mark, if they're singing. They'll be breaking the windows.
This is better than the
soon
Ramsey
with
Street
the
tour in
sound.
Melbourne, you know. This is better than the Ramsey Street tour.
Well, Mark, you keep looking and we're going to have a chat with Benedict.
Good, you
I'll
do
speak
that.
to you in a bit.
Brilliant.
Woo, you're very close. So, Helen, Benedict, Helen. We've met. So what's going on in the house?
Well, they've just found the tuna.
No.
Yeah, literally outrage. Connor and Luke came across the tuna that this one's hid, and they are outraged.
Good.
So you've caused quite a stir tonight, as I think you already knew.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, but Lauren's missing you. She's vocally said that, and yeah, they're all kind of Lydia and Dina are a bit. They obviously heard chants from the crowd.
Yeah,
that's been a hot topic as well. But they're not. Lydia's saying she's not bothered, but Connor's kind of a bit.
She's quite
like,
thick-skinned, isn't she?
She is, yes. and
Yeah.
It's almost a bit cold in some ways.
Oh.
It can be.
Is Benedict trending?
He is, obviously. Loads of questions in. Got some from the Twitter fans.
Okay.
Sebastian Dennis B says, shame the most fascinating person left. Would you consider making a feature film about your life and experiences?
Yes, in fact, I've already started to write one before coming in here, but obviously not about this experience. It's more about the experience of the story of me and my foster son, Leah.
Ah. Well, there we are, Sebastian. Watch out. Catherine Atkins asks, do you think you're the most intelligent housemate?
As I keep saying, it depends what you mean by intelligent. I mean, there are all sorts of intelligences. Yes, I've been exposed to many things and that's helped me. Yes, you know, I guess I'm probably one of the more academic ones, but that doesn't make you more intelligent necessarily. I lack knowledge of many things.
Do you think you're more intelligent than Big Brother?
No, but I think I give them a run for their money. Times.
One more, we've got time
One
for
more. Kyle Waiter asks, who you miss the most?
Oh, gosh, I probably will miss... actually, Lauren I will miss an awful lot, and Luke I was beginning to form a real bond
Luke
with.
A.
Luke A, yes.
He seems lovely.
He is. Really, really nice guy. Totally, and, you know, as far as I can see, totally genuine.
Yeah, and coming out more, I think, now. We're going to see more
Yeah,
of
gaining
UK.
more confidence. You know, and obviously it's a difficult situation for him to be in
Yeah.
many ways, but I think it's going to be really liberating for him. So I think it's a good experience.
I feel a spark here between these two. I feel energy, sexual energy. That's your lot for tonight. Thank you to all of my wonderful guests. Tune in tomorrow on 5 Star when the lovely Alice Levine will be joined by Benedict as well as Kerry Katona. Plus Jamie will be in the phone room taking your calls. Have a lovely evening. Good night.